Alright. Getting chat set up here so I can answer any questions, as I assume there will be many questions throughout this run, but experience this for a second. Alright. So, you might be thinking, how do you speedrun a plug and play? And to answer that question, we kinda don't, but we really do. And what I mean by that is there's 5 games here. This is the very first plug and play, so you can see, console verify this please. Legit. Everything's up to spec. So these first 4 are okay. This one right here is a full speedrun, Patrick in the Right Maze, but this one, the Super Chum Bucket, is the main focus here. It's a 40 level platforming, Donkey Kong-esque platforming game, so it's gonna be real fun. So, plot, Plankton captured Sandy, and using that as a bribe to get the formula, but without any further ado, get the run started in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! My quality. That's the game. It just looks bad no matter how you capture it. You're good. Alright. Give it 3, 2, 1, go! Alright. That is the only music you will hear throughout this run, that little jingle between levels. Otherwise, it is just you, the void, and some square wave sound effects. And as you can see, we're already doing a little bit of speed tech here, called ladder jumping. This was discovered fairly recently, like 2018, I think. Yeah, 2018 sounds right. But allows us to jump onto platforms from ladders a little bit faster. Saves like 0.5 seconds, which actually adds up to a lot throughout the run, and allows some certain cycles to be skipped or made. But right now, the main gimmick of the game is start at the level, you have to make your way through hazards to get to Plankton. Once you touch Plankton, he flies off to the next level, and rinse repeat 40 times. And the main hazards of this game are that electricity you saw back there, and these little life rings. Yeah, because the ocean. Makes sense. But, oh god, come on. Very particular loud. Alright, so there's no randomness in this game. Those life rings are always the same every time you play it. So you memorize the patterns and cycles and try to skip as many as you can. And you wait for the ones that you can't. There's a lot that you can't make, so you have to wait. But we have ways around most of them. At least I haven't taken account yet, but yeah. The 5th level down, you're gonna notice pretty quick that it's gonna turn into like a real speed run per se. So like the next level features a really difficult skip that saves about 15 seconds. It's a big theme throughout the game. Every like 5 levels or so, there's one pretty hard skip that saves like a just absurd amount of time, honestly. Some of them I will go for, some I won't, but for the most part I go for all of them. I think there's 2 exceptions throughout this run. This one... Alright. This one will take a couple tries. I jump from a very precise point, but not too late, because I'll hit the electricity. There we go. Okay, that's 15 seconds saved. And if you hit electricity in this game, it's like the slowest death animation, takes like an extra 2-3 seconds. You really want to avoid that as much as you can. There's a few skips that involve getting right up in the electricity. So it's always a risk that you have to take. And I see some comments about the shirt in chat earlier. $2 at Goodwill, like 6 years ago. The best deal I've ever had in my entire life for any pizza clothing. And those little shiny bubbly blocks there, basically ice. It doesn't really look like ice, but it's ice blocks. It takes a long time to stop yourself when you're going across them. It's a really big skip. Pretty recent. So you have to manage yourself pretty well. But thankfully, if you jump, you can just like halt your momentum. But you can't always do that on ice for a few reasons that you'll see pretty soon. Right now on one of the longer levels, I'll go into a little bit of history of this game. I've had this plug-and-play console since about 03, 04, and it has some wear and tear, as you'd expect. It still works somehow. You squeeze it too hard, it resets itself, but otherwise it's... can't complain. Had to clean the battery acid and corrosion a lot, but it's a worthy investment for a wonderful and honestly wonderful speedrun. But I've been doing runs since like 2013, pre having a capture card or anything. And I finally got one. More people started running the game, like Silo Simon, and then Zonch eventually came in and then started to really optimize and find like have the skips to use. Like this one, really tight skip. I have to jump at the very edge. I have like no leeway here. Can't save myself though. This one saves a lot of time, so it's worth it to go for. No! Only I had a CRT. There we go. Just wanted to show off a laser death real quick. Because they're pretty tight. One drop dies. Oh! Continue, yes. Whatever. Hold stain. It's the most inconsistent skip that I go for in runs. Because the window is so precise, you have like 2 to 3 pixels to really make it. No big deal. Okay, like I mentioned earlier about the ice blocks, and sometimes you can't jump to stop yourself. If I jump at wrong times and I hit an enemy's hitbox to the ground, I die. That happens on every level, every type of surface. You die. So you always have to be on the lookout for that. You might think like, oh, you might be forgiven about that. Don't worry, Golf. Like right here, I have to wait. So like right there, I have to jump to stop myself, but I have to wait a little bit to get going. I can make that cycle no problem. The pre-ladder jumps, this level was a big reset point because that cycle we had like 0.2 of a second of leeway. Not fun. Yeah, this run used to be like full-on baby mode until we started to optimize it, and now it's like nearly every level has something that saves like anywhere from 2 to 30 seconds. Like right here, go for a harder cycle. That I didn't make. Of course. No worries though. Play it out smooth. Play it safe. Alright, this one of my favorite levels in the run. We gotta wait here for a bit, and then we do something fun. There's a lot of waiting in this game, unfortunately, but thankfully we can do that. It's just, why not? That's like one of like 5 instances where we do that, and the game just lets it happen. Okay. Alright, this is one of the most recent big skips, as in, well, I say it's like this last year, but it could have been like 3 years ago, honestly. just do that. Like 25 seconds saved. We didn't see that for years, and it's kind of sad. But doable. This level has a really tight cycle I can try to go for. I will wait. Kind of difficult jump right there. You can actually jump just before, and then just before that bucket robot monster. And jump over it before it turns back around. Because you can't jump over those things. They're going the same direction you are. There's just no way with how their hitboxes are. Oof, another fun skip. That one saves like 35 seconds. That level was so long and just awful. Okay. Yeah, wait, a little bit of calm here, but right here I'm going for a fast cycle at the end of this level. I jump out perfectly and get up here. I can make it and save about 5 seconds. Oop. Didn't even jump, that's cool. Yeah, you'd be like... I just popped up right there. Wait there. You'd be surprised how like easily you can pop up onto some surfaces but not others. Like, if we had like a couple pixels more leeway for that kind of stuff, we could save like a minute off this run. Nearly, but it's just jank enough that we can't do that, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got plenty of skips to have fun with, so can't complain. Yeah, if you're interested in this for some reason, you're like, ah, game looks like a blast to play and run. It's like 20 bucks on eBay usually, but you have to be careful because there's like 4 or 5 different plug-and-plays for Spongebob that have varying games. Some have similar like games to each other, some don't. This one appears on I think 2 of them. The very first one, which I have, and like I think one of the middle ones. Fortunately, I have not invested in different models of this game, so we'll never know what they're like. I'll never know what they're like, at least. Okay. Exactly, golf. Alright, this is one of the first skips I was found. I'm gonna go for a very aggressive version of it. Here. Go right away and then go over. Nice. You have a little bit more leeway than you think there, but very often you just hit your butt against the laser on the right side and you waste like 10 seconds. Alright. Remember this circle. Which one I go for? That one. Good. Glad it came to me. This level is a rough one because at the end you can try to push for like saving 0.5 seconds by jumping early through the laser at the top, because you have to wait behind it until it opens. But if you mistime it, you lose like 25 seconds, and it has happened a lot on good pace runs. I'm just gonna relax, take my time, and not die. Perfect. Easy. Alright. Back to little chunk ones here. I have to wait for that left moving platform no matter what. So I just wait at the start one. There's a lot of instances in this game where like you can make like early platform cycles, but then you feel really cool and it's really awesome, but then you're like, oh, I have to wait for another one anyways, so it doesn't matter. So it's a little sad, but we get some skips. This one I can go for a hard strat. Okay, nice. Good. Okay, well, that's a really tough one. You have to get there to make like the perfect jumps to get there right on time to do that cycle. Not easy. I fail it almost every run, honestly. Oh my god, jump please. Alright. Coming towards the back half of the... Not back half, the back little portion of the run here. About 10 levels to go. A couple long waiters, like this one. But interspersed with some really hard skips and really stressful jumps. Let's see how I do here. This one is also a big waiter. I'm sorry, golf, I wasted a second. So sorry. We can just stare into the void with Spongebob, lose ourselves in the mono, no music sound, and just wait. Find our peace in this sponge eat sponge world. Get supposed to bug yeah, what am I doing? Bug yeah in chat. Just in time to stop him from killing us with the thing. Alright, here we go. Last little portion of the run here. Got a really quick level, followed by some tougher strats here. Minus this level. I forgot this level exists. It's... I don't know what it's doing back here. It's really easy. That last section. If you had no if you didn't have full lives, there'd be a Krabby Patty floating over there. Not worth it. Alright. Ooh, barely made that. Okay. This is really tight. There's two-part skip. Got the first part. I need to make this cycle here. Okay. That one saves about 6-7 seconds to get up here right away instead of where I would now. That's a lot of time saved there. What are the hardest strats in the run? Oh no. Am I gonna make this cycle? I'm not gonna make this cycle. Unless... No. That's fine. Oh! I just really wanted to show the cycle. So I decided to die. It's an executive decision with my brain. We're going for it. There we go, level 39 of 40. This one has a ridiculous skip that you can do that involves like 5 nearly pixel perfect jumps. And you can go for it. It saves like 15 seconds. But 39 out of 40 levels into the run, I have not done it yet. The record is just waiting to go down. Can make a cycle here. Good. Okay, it's a little scary, but coming up on time here at the end of this level. As soon as I touch Sandy, I might be wondering what's that expression on her face. What's she thinking? What's she feeling? How's she doing? Don't worry, she's doing fine. Her head might be stuck, but don't worry about that. Or I said when we touch Sandy, I meant touch Plankton. Per usual. The game would not break consistency like that. Oh my god. That's so sad. Done that twice in marathons now. Or just keep going. Here we go. This is the run. This is the one. Literally all you have to do is wait under this box and you'll be fine. Gotta get a little trigger happy. But anyways, and that is time. And woo! We did it! Well done, Spongebob. Oh, good stuff. This run is very stressful, but we did it. And we won. We beat the game. Plankton's dead. Andy save and Sponge, Space Bob. He did it. Really proud, honestly. Yeah, I'll go back to the mini music so you have some tunes to go through. And got nothing else to say. Thanks for having me and keep enjoying the marathon.